All right, what's up, guys? I did not want to speak on this. I didn't want to talk about it. But I think the most important thing is this being a teaching lesson. Okay, because I don't want to spread rumors. I'm not going to get into the whole he said, she said, and all that. I mean, the conversations is out there. Text messages are out there on the internet.
First of all, screenshots don't scare me, bitch. I know what the fuck I said.
Ant didn't deny anything. I mean, he came out and made a statement and said he apologizes for what he said and everything. So obviously the conversation and the situation was real. And the fact that it was so public, I mean, there probably wasn't any NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, to prevent her from going public for stuff like that. But it does show a lot of malicious intent when someone screenshots private conversations, personal business, and puts it on the internet, especially when you are a public figure. This has to be a teaching lesson, guys. I don't care if you make 50,000 or 50 million a year. You know, you can't lay up with these types of women. You know, I get it. Sometimes you just want to, pay to play and just kind of get your rocks off, but you can't do that. Not in the United States. Now, if you go overseas, it's different. It's a completely different ballgame if you want to pay for some services. But if you do that stuff in the States, and you're a man with status and money, I mean, it's just risky. It's a real risky business. But besides that, to me, it just amazes me how everybody's bashing Ant at this time. He's such a bad person. Oh, how you gonna delete a baby and stuff like that? Well, it's funny because what about the girl? Why is it that he's the bad person? If she's willing to accept $100,000, which nobody really gets paid to do that, and most people are doing it for free. I'm just saying, like, that Roe versus Wade or whatever, and a lot of women were celebrating, and they want to have their freedom of choice and stuff like that, and that's fine. I'm not here to judge you whether it's okay or not okay. That's your choice. But it amazes me when a man doesn't want it, he's a piece of shit. But when a woman doesn't want it, it's like, it's okay. And I know there's like debates and stuff that go on and stuff like that, but I'm just saying, like, damn, when a man doesn't want it, it's like he's the worst person in the world. But when a woman don't want it, I mean, what is she? Or let's say she does want it. The fact that you are willing to accept $100,000 to abort, that says a lot about you. So if he's a bad person, if Anna's a bad person for offering some money, some financial compensation to abort, which we know this is all about money anyway. Obviously, he wasn't trying to be with the girl. I mean, you can see, if you look at her page, you can see what type of, what I don't know how I can describe it on YouTube, but you know what type of girl she is. All right, so you know how these Instagram models are. Not all, but hey, it's a pretty clear indicator when you look at the IG. All right, but it just amazes me how when a woman is willing to accept cash money, she's a victim. But when a man doesn't want it, he's a piece of shit. Why is that? Let me know. Maybe something I don't know. But as things are going right now, it sounds like the girl isn't gonna go through with it. I think she scammed the guy out of $100K.
Did you get the abortion yet? You didn't get the abortion? What am I paying you for?
That's their business, but I'm just like, guys, you gotta move better. I mean, like I said, I don't care if you make 50K, you risking your 50K. If you make 50 million, you risking a lot of money. I mean, because you gotta look at Blake Griffin. I know this is a minute ago. He's just one guy I happen to remember. In 2018, Blake Griffin, he was paying his ex-wife $250-something thousand a month. And he was only making $35 million a year. Ant is making what? Ant is making $44 million a year. So he would easily be paying $300 or $400K a month. Something like that. If you look at her comments, you can see girls, yeah, you better not get an abortion. Make that nigga's pockets hurt. This is why, that's why I hate when people talk crap about somebody's wife. Like, she may be a average as hell. She might be a 5 or a 6. But man, sometimes you just want a good woman that can raise your kids and be by your side And especially a lot of times on 5s and 6s, those are wives that guys got with, when they was in high school sweetheart. You go out here and you get you one of these IG models, or you just kicking it with them, and I'm not saying this happens to everybody, but some guys are a little more discreet with it. But when you do stuff like this, man, you lay down with dogs, you get fleas. I can't blame guys for, dating certain type of women, certain wives that they have. I mean, people love, oh, look at his wife, you can do way better. No, when it comes to morals and character, it's hard to do better. It's really hard to find somebody that's really by your side for a day one. You don't get too many day ones. Everybody want to, rock with you when they can benefit from you. Everybody want to be a friend. Every girl want to lay up with you. But, you can't really trust them because as soon as something go wrong or whatever, they're trying to expose you to the media. They trying to extort you. Oh yeah, you can give me $100K and I'll take the pill and whoop-de-whoop. Look at Paul George. Paul George, I remember this was a long time ago, but there was stuff going on with the girl he originally had a kid with, the woman he's married to. I'm just saying he went through the same thing Ant was going through in terms of he had an IG model or a dancer or what have you. He got her pregnant. He paid her a bunch of money to have the abortion, and she never got rid of it. So he ended up just staying with her. And I don't blame him. I mean, she wasn't bad looking, and I mean, she can at least cooperate and not be a pain in the ass. I mean, you can try to make it work. But if it's possible, but sometimes you gotta bite that bullet. That's a choice you got to make. You want to just pay the child support and let your kid grow up any kind of way, or just at least try to make it work. If it's your first kid, you're just trying to make it work. And look at Zion. Zion, man. Like damn. Like Zion. I remember in college, man, there was this video where he was sitting around. I think he was FaceTiming, and he's like, "Oh, why are you so beautiful?"
Hello, beautiful.
Hi. Why are you so handsome?
Why are you so beautiful?
I'm not. Oh my god, stop.
I almost hung up. You stop saying that. You're beautiful.
But in all fairness, this girl, even though she was a college girl, she was low-key trying to expose Zion too. I don't know if y'all remember that video. But, he went from that in college. He was like this innocent kid. And then like, next thing you know, he get that big contract. And now he's dealing with dancers. Okay, I'm just saying strippers, whatever. And he knocked her up. Well, look, I can't judge guys. Guys can do whatever the hell they want. All right. If that's who you like, that's who you like. I try not to judge. But I just think that you can find a similar version of, you like a certain body type or whatever. I'm just saying you can find a similar version that was, with better morals and ethics that ain't on the gram showing ass. That's all I'm saying. She ain't never danced in front of a bunch of men and got naked. I'm just saying you can find those qualities in a woman and still have the stripper body without the stripper mentality is what I'm saying. And I think a lot of guys, they get that quick money, and as the first thing they want to do is just go out here and just act a fool. I just got to watch how I word things. You can't raw diggity everything, okay? You can't do that. I know better. And another thing, it's funny how a lot of women are pro-choice until there's a millionaire involved. If it's a 50K guy, yeah, they're all for abortion. But if it's a superstar, multimillionaire, athlete, anti-abortion. And then it just goes to show you how society is. Because it's like, what if there was no child support? What if it was like you either have to work it out together, stay together, do a better job of finding a man that actually wants to be with you for the rest of your life and support you, or that's it. I guarantee you, if there was no financial incentive, because let's say there was just, you can make $10 million a year, child support maximum is going to be $5,000 a month. Now there's a lot of women that will still take that, but I'm just saying, let's say $1,500 is the most. Or let's say 1,000 is the most. $250 a week. That's all you get, maximum. No matter how much the man makes. I guarantee.
There it is.
I guarantee there'll be a lot less women popping out babies. Now you can, at the same time, you can flip it on the men too. You would think that with all the financial repercussions that come with impregnating a woman in the United States, you would think that it would just make guys not do that, which I think it does stop to some degree. But guys, we don't, that's another subject. When men, we're just put on this earth to spread our seed as far as the eye can see, which that's a stupid thing to do in 2023. Maybe 100 years ago, 200 years ago, yes. As long as you had some farmland, yeah, you was good. You had some farmland, you could build a fucking log cabin, you had some horses and some cattle. Yeah, you can have about 2 or 3 wives. Yeah, you was good. Even if you go to Africa right now, you can have multiple wives. You go to different parts of India, different parts of Asia, you can have multiple wives to this day. It's legal. You go to Africa, man, you good. But I'm just saying, in Western societies, it's frowned upon. It's frowned upon to have multiple wives and, multiple kids and stuff like that. So we have to, men, we kind of have to shrink our natural urges to live a normal life in the Western societies. Because if he was in Africa, I mean, he could just have them both. He could have his girl and the little mistress or whatever, and he could just take care of both of them, and he can live in the same house or give them both 2 separate houses or whatever, and just do it like that. Which he probably gonna end up doing anyway in the United States, but you're just not gonna be married to him. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Would you, if you was making millions, would you date an IG model? How would you navigate this situation? Would you have to try to slide the girl some money to get rid of it so you can get back to your main girl? Or would you just accept it is what it is? Are you pro-life, pro-choice? What are you? Let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.